Concord versus Amanda Mount. Amanda Mount versus Concord, 2501975. Mr. Gallup.
Good morning, Your Honor. Creighton Gallup, P63002 on behalf of Concord Cooperative.
Ms. Mount?
Amanda Mount.
I'm at a loss as to what is going on here. I thought the case was settled. And I'm getting motion after motion after motion. And when people are done filing motions, they're filing more motions. I mean, everything from certifying a class to now motion for protective orders, sanctions for abuse of process. I mean, I don't know what to say anymore. Are you guys settling this or not settling this?
Your Honor, if I could interject here, we have mediated on at least 2 occasions with Judge Hessen, and I'd like to say on a personal note, I appreciate her efforts to try and get this thing resolved. I have submitted to Ms. Mount, this is on a second occasion, a revised agreement that I believe encapsulated the final terms that we had worked out with Judge Hessen after doing a walkthrough of her unit. First one, I was denied access, but Judge Hessen facilitated a second inspection. We went in there, and we believe we'd worked out a deal. I have provided that to Court Administrator Jen on Friday and a copy to Ms. Mount. I have not heard back from Ms. Mount as to whether those terms are acceptable or not. So the ball is in her court. The only motion that we have filed is after the 14th motion was filed by Ms. Mount last week. We just had to put an end to this. We just can't keep up with these motions. A lot of these are evidentiary in nature, and they're not relevant.
These kinds of things. You can raise this at the time of the hearing. Motion to strike police report and certain board member statements as inadmissible, misleading, and tainted by conflict of interest. Motion to preserve rights, objections, and defenses. I mean, I don't want to be rude. It seems like you're enjoying playing lawyer here, and that's okay. But at some point, I'd understood the case was settled. That's what I'd understood. Now I have seemingly I got stacks of stuff here. And I don't know what's happened. Can you just tell me what the basic tenet of the conditional dismissal terms were, Mr. Gallup?
If the court's comfortable with that, because I do know that she had filed a request for a waiver of the jury trial, and I don't want to cause any problems with you if you're going to be the jurist on this one, Your Honor. I can tell you it was a conditional dismissal in general that had arranged for some terms that she would be able to stay so long as the general rules had been followed. I don't want to get into all the specific details, but Judge Hessen worked very hard with both parties to get some middle ground here. I thought this was resolved. I've just not heard back from Ms. Mount from the proposal that was sent to her last week, which is the second draft, which incorporated newer terms for her protection after the inspection that we'd done with Judge Hessen.
Well, do I dare ask what the new terms were?
No, it specified certain items that we were going to repair in her unit that were basis of her counter complaint, things that she'd said that had been lingering that had gone unaddressed. It was all going to be taken care of here within the next 30 days.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I thought it was settled. Did they change something?
No, the habitability was settled, but not the misconduct.
Remind me, what specific misconduct?
Withholding my work order, filing a police report when I wasn't even there.
So,
And it all started after I started enforcing my shareholder rights for withholding a work order.
can you elaborate on that, Mr. Gallup?
Yeah, she keeps referencing these police reports that are not a part of the court record right now, and that's the basis of one of her motions. I really don't know how to respond to it. It's not a part of the court record yet. She's insistent on having a police report.
File police reports.
I had to do it. There was at least 1 or 2 police reports, one of which, when the police were contacted after there'd been a threat made about the site manager, she threatened that she was going to beat her up. And I believe there was at least 1 other police report sometime where she believes there's conflicting statements from maintenance guys that she wants to call as witnesses. I don't think there's any probative value here, that nothing's been submitted to the court as a part of this. And if this is something that would need to be excluded or included as a part of an exhibit at trial, there are limiting motions and processes that would be handled for something like that. It's very preliminary that she would raise this issue right now. I don't think it's relevant. Regarding the unit itself, she's made claims that her work repairs went unanswered. I think the court knows this. This has been part of the record. There were some delays due to COVID.
Yeah, you know, but that's not right either.
And that's why, and Your Honor, and we have worked diligently with the defendant, and we have worked with.
Do you have time limits in there and the conditional dismissal as to when all these repairs are going to take place?
Yeah, they were already supposed to have taken place last month, but she wouldn't let us into the unit. She changed that. Now it's scheduled, judges, but we'd rescheduled it pursuant to new agreement to the end of September, because it's going to require her and her family.
Slow down. I can't hear. I can't pick up 2 of you at the same time. You think I can hear you both and comprehend you both? Was a date set for them to come in?
Yes.
Did you let them in?
The first time, no.
Why?
Because I would prefer an extra set of eyes, because.
Did you tell Judge Hessen you weren't going to let them in the first time without her being there?
No. But
why did you not let them in then?
Well, because there's bigger issues.
So they're seeking to have you removed. And it sounds to me like you're winning. That's what's befuddling. Hang on. It sounds to me like you're winning. If there's a conditional dismissal, Leonard, they have obligations, you have obligations, but as far as I can tell, you've won.
I understand that, Your Honor, but a conditional dismissal, I've done nothing to deserve a conditional dismissal. I did what I'm allowed to do.
Well, doesn't the conditional dismissal set forth that they're going to undertake all this work? And that there's to be no further violations by you, and as long as there aren't, that will be, the case will remain dismissed? Look, if you guys don't want to settle it, I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
All I know is I thought it was settled, and it seems like every single or every other third day it just seems like I get motion after motion. I come back from a conference, I got motions after motions here. And I'm thinking, what is going on? I thought we were waiting for a conditional dismissal. Did you graduate from college?
Almost.
Maybe you should go to college and go to law school.
It's not my intention. I have stage fright. Like, this is not what I want to do, but I do know my rights, and I know I didn't do anything wrong. And.
All right. I understood it was settled. Is there anything else I can do to try to resolve this? You're right. If it's not a jury trial, I'm going to listen to the facts, and I'm going to make a determination as to what the facts are and apply the law.
Your Honor, as far as I'm concerned, the ball is in her court. We provided a proposed agreement, a revised agreement. This is at least the second draft that we've given her last week, and I've not heard from her. So if she's telling the court and me today that she's not interested, we got to put this on the litigation track. I'd rather resolve it if we can. My clients come a very long way from where they were at, and it's just very frustrating that all this treasure's been spilt on this. These costs are getting assessed back against the members themselves. This is expensive stuff, so we just need a fish or cut bait. I'd rather resolve it, but if we have to go to trial, so be it.
I don't even know where to start.
Well, I can't hear very well, Your Honor. Did Ms. Mount, is she definitively saying she is rejecting what was provided to her last
The
week?
way it sounds to me.
Okay.
I can tell you you're in the wrong court if you're talking about certifying this as a class action. Then I have other issues that I need to address, like, well, how long are you going to be gone on vacation?
I'll be back the 17th, Judge. We do have a preliminary date for the motion that we'd filed, the motion for the protective order. The court had given us October 6th. I know the court doesn't want to put this out further than necessary. I've not received a response to her motion. We just filed it last week. So obviously she would have a little bit of time to respond.
I don't know if I need to decide anymore. There's so many here.
You've only
I've got packet after packet after packet.
You've made decision on one general motion, which was her motion to transfer,
Right.
And we submitted an order.
Motion for reconsideration. I got emergency motion for protective order. I've got motion to preserve rights, objections, and defenses. Notice of waiver of jury demand. Police report is inadmissible upon hearsay. Motion to certify and transfer to circuit court. Motion for class certification. I think there's a couple more in here.
There were still 5 or 6 preceding from the first batch that she'd filed that the court has not had an opportunity to rule upon.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't even know. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, if you guys don't want to settle, you don't want to settle. I guess we'll just go forward. I will schedule Jennifer.
Yes, Judge.
A notice going out on all these motions. We're going to set them for October. Was it the 6th that we already set the one with Mr. Gallup?
We gave them the 6th as a tentative date, yes.
Okay. So if, okay, let me see here. All right. So I want you to set forth all motions that are going to be heard on that. I want it, I don't even know. So all motions, you're going to separately list each one.
And Judge, for quick reference, if you look at our motion for the protective order, I believe we listed them all for your convenience. I think we listed them. There's 1 through 14. That should help the court.
There's 14 of them?
I believe it was close to 14 that she filed. We've only filed one motion.
Oh, there was more. I must be getting bad at counting. Motion for reconsideration will be the first one on the list. Set them all for October 16th. Any responses are due by
October 6th.
Register, if you would, by September the 29th. Can you do that, Mr. Gallup?
I believe we've responded to all of those, including the 2 recent ones she filed last week. I think
Match them all up and give them to me, Jennifer. If there's
Yep.
any other ones, you have to respond by September 29th. You likewise have until September 29th, ma'am, to file any responses, okay?
The only other thing I'd ask the court, Your Honor, we've already relied on what we thought was an agreement to get these contractors out there. This is our duty anyway to make repairs. We're going to ask that the court order her to cooperate with any type of necessary inspections in the interim. There are a couple things that need to be done. One is the flooring. The second requires a contractor to come out there and displace them. We'd already made a hotel reservation to put them out. This could.
Who out?
Because they're going to be renovating the bathroom upstairs. HUD requires them to relocate. We've already made arrangements when we're talking with Judge Hessen to get her and her family accommodations if they choose to use them, because they're going to have to rip out the bathtub and replace the flooring upstairs. These are the repairs that were scheduled for August that we rescheduled for at the end of September. If we reschedule it again, this may not happen until October, November, and that'll just
So wait a minute, when are you scheduled to do the work?
29th, September 29th.
Okay, and you paid for a room for Ms. Mount and her family?
They've already made one arrangement. They're making a second one. They're not out of money until she doesn't show up. We can still cancel. My understanding is we're making another reservation for her for a period of a week. It's possibly a week it's going to take to do the upstairs.
What do you want me to order? Tell me what you want me to order.
That she will cooperate with the necessary repairs as proposed in the.
If you're going to complain about them not doing repairs, hang on.
Okay.
If you're going to complain about them not doing repairs, you need to let them in to do repairs,
I
right?
understand that, but my children's stuff has been stolen from the last time, so I appreciate it. If I could get them out of the house and do it without them worrying, because they're traumatized from the last time.
From what last
From
time?
our stuff being stolen from
When?
the contractors.
When?
When we were out last time in the hotel for 3 months.
Judge, I don't know what she's talking about. We have never had any reports.
What do you want to, I'm not following you. Do you want them in to do the repairs?
Yes, I did. I just, my kids.
Well, I understand, but do you want to take them to the hotel?
I mean, yeah, I don't have a problem. I just, everybody's showing up at the door. I would prefer just to keep them out of it as much as possible.
Well, tell
Because
her,
they're
wait a
afraid to
minute,
leave.
wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm trying to help you here. If you want the repairs done, they have to gain access to the property.
Yes.
So do we have a date for them to come in and effectuate the repairs? He says September 29th.
September 29th.
And she would leave on the night before because we'll be there in the morning. We've already make the arrangements for the whole week for her to be staying at the hotel. We'd even change the location to make it more convenient and a newer.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So you're agreeing to leave on the 28th of September and remain in a hotel until what, about the 5th of October?
Give or take, yes, Judge. That was their projection. And there's one additional.
Wait a minute, wait, slow down. I don't want to hear give or take. I'm not writing give or take in an order. Tell me how long it's going to take, and then she can agree to leave during those days, and you guys can have access to the property.
The contractor assured us it would be done by that Saturday, which was October 4th here. Let me look here.
So you're going to put them up in a hotel until the 5th?
Yes, absolutely. She will not be out 1 cent from that. We will make the arrangements for her. We're required by HUD to provide that to her.
Okay, so I want to make sure this is okay with you. September 28th, the night of you vacate,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
You come back on the 5th.
Okay.
In what hotel? I want this all in an order.
It's in the proposed consent agreement. It is located off of North Line. It's the new Detroit Townhouses, I believe is the name of it. We've given her the information before. It was Judge Hessen's suggestion. It was a newer location.
Well,
Do you know where? Do you know where?
Well, there was like 2, and, last I knew, there was 2 different ones.
I just want to know, do you know which 2 they're talking about?
No, North Line, Detroit. I thought it was on Eureka.
It may be you're talking by 75. It's right there off 75. It's a new place. I believe it's a Marriott. Just it's on the south side of the road. We'll send her an email, Judge, Your Honor, and if we get done before, we'll be happy to let her
Can I
know.
put this in an order right now, and then I don't have to worry about this? This is so incredibly petty with so many things going on here. I want the hotel listed. I want the order saying she's going to leave the property to allow the plaintiff to effectuate repairs, which consist of A, B, C, D, E, and F, or whatever they are. And then that she's going to, the plaintiff is going to pay for and relocate her and her family to the hotel at the Marriott or whatever it is on whatever street in whatever city in whatever state.
We can do that. It's already in the order. All I gotta do is cut and paste, and I get it to you this
Pull
morning.
out your order. I have a feeling nothing's going to go right on this case. If Judge Hessen, if you guys were not allowed access to effectuate repairs, I mean, look, I'm not going to babysit here. I'm telling you right now, I am not about to babysit. That's ridiculous. She wants repairs. She won't let you in. You guys go in. Douse down being told people are stealing things. I'm telling you, I am not going to babysit. So put it right in your order. Pull out the conditional dismissal and tell me what we're adding in that order. And then I'm going to order it, and then there's not going to be any problems. And if somebody doesn't let somebody in or somebody doesn't show up with the contractor, there's going to be a serious penalty.
Yeah. So there are three portions of the repairs. The first one requires a contractor and her removal from the property or family. That's the one we're talking about starting September 29th. There's also a flooring issue in the kitchen where the tiles are starting to pop up. That is something that would be done internally. They do not have to be displaced for that. That can be done anytime from now until the 29th. All we would need is her cooperation. If we
All right, then you're going to put it in there. The flooring will be repaired on or before September 29th. Defendant / counter plaintiff shall provide contractors hired by plaintiff to gain access for the purpose of repairing the kitchen floor. What else?
The other will happen after, when they'll do painting and they'll do the what they call it, finishing work after the contractor.
When's that going to take place by?
That'll be right after the work that's done.
Let's say by November 1st,
Sure.
Plaintiff shall paint the residence wherever it is, whatever walls, whatever portion of whatever wall, maybe the 13 inches and 1 foot on the east wall, the north corner, but then don't paint anything else. You put this all specifically in an order, and I want it on here right now, please. I'm not going to go through this. This is nonsensical garbage as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
I mean, you guys, I thought had an agreement, and I'm getting motion after motion, and I'm not gonna babysit. They don't pay me enough to babysit.
I agree.
So let's get the order. Let's put all the language in here, because I have a feeling when you submit the order, there's going to be an objection, and I'm going to have a hearing, and you're going to be in Italy, and then we're going to delay this, and I'm not delaying it. We're moving forth on this. So tell me. In fact, I want you to draft the proposed order now.
I'm working on it, Judge.
And I'm not, Ms. Mount's not leaving until she looks at it and she approves it, and I'll sign it. You're going to send it to Jen. Jen, tell them where to send it.
Mr. Gallup, you can email me that at jen@33court.com.
Okay, Your Honor, I'll have it to you within the hour, probably within the next 20 minutes, actually.
Thank you very much. And then Ms. Mount, we're going to print out the copy of the order. I want to see it too, Jen. So when you give her a copy, I want to see a
Yes,
copy.
I'll print a couple copies and bring them down as soon as I get
Thank
it.
you very much. Thank you.
Judge, if I may, before though, they go, what time on the 6th for these motions? Do we want to do the afternoon or late morning?
What day of the week is that?
It's a Monday.
Well, I probably have sobriety for it, right? Don't I? Let me think. 25th, 8th, 22nd, the 6th is a Monday. Why don't you set them at 1:30 on Monday, the 6th?
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Judge, let me get working on the order. Do you want me to pop back into the Zoom after we've sent it to you, Your Honor?
I do. I want you to send it to Jen, and then you can wait 10 or 15 minutes. She can look at it. I'll look at it. And if there's corrections to be made, we'll make them, okay?
It's only going to be about the repairs, and she's going to cover just the one portion, so we'll get it to you here. in
Just
20
be
minutes.
specific. I want to know where she's staying. Everything.
Understood.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.
Just have a seat.
David Ford,
Right to the podium.
call in Emily. People against David Maurice Ford, 25W836-770A. Your name?
David Maurice Ford.
All right, so let me get probation in here. And let me see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thanks. All right, bye.
Or Sadie wants to. Sadie's gonna do it.
Yep, that's who's coming in.
All right. Give me 1 second. She's making her way in here. I have currently a show cause that alleges that you failed to appear for weekly testing on August the 12th. And count 2, you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, testing positive on a chemical test on August 13 of 25 with positive results for THC. And now there's a note here that she wants to amend it to include the lab results for August 13th were confirmed positive for the 17th, and that there's a positive test on August 23 with a lab pending. Your name?
Sadie, Jamie.
All right. Okay. You want to amend the show cause?
Yes.
Have you prepared it yet or not? I want you to do it in writing. I want you to do an amended show cause.
Okay.
And then you can hand it to Mr. Ford, and Mr. Ford can decide how he wants to proceed. So you understand, sir, you're going to have, I suppose on count two, she's simply going to indicate that the lab results from the August 13th test were confirmed to be positive. And then she's going to go to a third count. It's going to allege that you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, testing positive on August 23rd. Was that for THC or alcohol?
THC.
For
The date was.
For THC, and that the lab is pending on that. So I'm going to let her prepare that. You can decide how you want to proceed. And once we generate that, I'll sign it, you'll have it, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, but I mean, this is the medicine that I've been taking. My doctor told me one day that I went directly and got my blood tested, and I also got my urine tested at my
I
doctor.
don't want to cover this now. I have to advise you of your rights, and if you want a lawyer, you can tell me, but we can't do it this way. She's going to prepare that. She's going to hand it to me. I'm going to sign it. We're going to give it to you, and then you'll look at it. And if you want a lawyer, I'll be happy to give you one, okay?
My lawyers out of the country.
Who's your lawyer?
Just selling that.
Okay, well, I mean, I can adjourn it a week for you if that's what you want to do. Do you want to just do that?
Well, next week I start work on Tuesday.
It's up to you. I mean, I'll be glad to give you an adjournment, or I'll give you a court-appointed lawyer. You're entitled to that today if you want. It's up to you.
I'd like to get it settled today, but I'm not guilty.
All right, well, they think you are, just so you know. So I'm not saying you aren't, I'm not saying you are, but maybe you need to get a lawyer, that's all. We'll have her generate that, you can think about it, and we'll go from there, okay? Thanks.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Kylie Magyar, 25M117655. Is Kylie Magyar here?
Yes,
On
Your Honor.
Zoom, Judge.
Oh, I know what this one is. Okay. Ms. Magyar, your name?
Kylie Magyar.
Hey, counsel, your appearance?
Morning, Your Honor. Robert Hayes, Assistant Attorney General here for the people, P69006.
Mr. Berry? Mr. Berry? Okay, your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Berry appearing on behalf of Kylie Magyar.
I wasn't trying to make this more difficult, but you guys agreed to take this under section 771.1. All you did was stipulate, you're just discharging her from probation supervision. I need a motion. I need an order, a stipulation from you, Mr. Hayes, if you're satisfied that you could send over right now, moving to dismiss. I mean, that's
We
your,
did that, Judge.
I don't see it.
Mr. Hayes's office sent over,
A step for early discharge. He doesn't have a
Well-
motion to dismiss.
no, we did that first and then they sent over, Nolly Pros.
Okay, well, I never saw the Nolly Press.
Let me see if I can find it and forward it to the court.
I don't believe I have when I like on a 771 case is for you to simply move to dismiss. Terms have been complied with. That's a little different than granting an early discharge from probation. Everybody's entitled to early discharge from probation if there's no violations within the preceding 90 days. So is there a problem with you just sending one over, Mr. Hayes? Like a stipulated, just like you wrote on the stipulation here, only people move to dismiss, defendant compliant, we're done. You can send it over right now. I don't care if you handwrite it.
Your Honor, we sent one. I can send it again. Where would you like me to send it?
Lisa, what's your email?
Lisa@33court.com.
Please do that. I do not see where you sent one. I'm not trying to make this bigger than it is.
No worries, Your Honor. We're taking care of it right now.
I figured,
Judge-
yeah,
I do have one in my email, but it's from March. Oh, that might be the original plea.
that's the stipulated plea.
Yeah,
We
that's the only
received-
thing I have.
We never received the Nolly Pros on this. We received the
I
stipulated.
just forwarded it again.
Perfect. Lisa, would you bring that down here and I'll take care of this right now? I
Yep.
sure didn't mean to make this bigger than it is, but I wanted to make sure that all the Ts were crossed and the Is dotted, so she's dismissed as of today rather than just discharged. Some prosecutors in the past, I'm not saying very often, have taken the position that, well, we agreed on 6 months, or we agreed on 12 months, or we agreed on 9 months, and that's what she has to do to fulfill the terms and conditions of the 771 status or 769 status. I haven't had it happen in a while, but do we have that then, Lisa?
Yep, I'm on my way down.
Perfect. Okay, Ms. Magyar, I'm going to just ask you to raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury, the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Since you were in court on April 1 of 25, when I sentenced you, have you been arrested?
No.
You have any other charges pending?
No, sir.
Any contact with the police?
No, sir.
All right, just give me 1 second. Again, guys, I'm sorry that we had to, I just didn't feel comfortable just signing that without a dismissal. So I'm not trying to cause you guys any additional work or anything. Let me just make sure everything's in order. It sounds like it is, and I'll go ahead and dismiss the case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, see, I never got this before. I'm going to go ahead and take it. Yeah, you moved to dismiss, case dismissed. It also, what's today, the 26th? 7th. It also calls for destroying the arrest. What was this plea to again?
Disorderly, Your Honor.
Now, I don't think I can sign this gentleman with number 7 on there. You're entitled to have this removed from lien if it's nollie prossed. You're moving to dismiss because the terms are compliant. On a 771 case, the conviction is there. It doesn't come off. It's a non-public record that still reflects the conviction. So I don't believe I can sign this with number 7. If you disagree with me, Mr. Barry, you can tell me, but I don't believe I'm able to sign that.
Judge, under the statute, under 28.243, I think it is, and the statute numbers are down at the bottom, but I think it's the 28.243. As long as there has been a dismissal prior to trial, the court can grant it, is my understanding.
Hang on. Nothing's easy anymore. I don't have this. Okay, hang on 1 second. Cite me the this is a lengthy statute. Cite me that, cite me the provision.
Oh, it's been a while since I read it. Give me a second. It would be, section 8, Judge.
I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's correct. If they agreed to nolly-pros this case without a plea, otherwise I've got to read it where every one of these have to be taken off. They're entitled to a return of the prints and photographs.
Judge, it doesn't, the statute itself does not specify that there cannot be a plea in the matter. It just said that.
Yeah, but wait a minute. You're telling me that all these like 7411, 769, 4A, HIDA, all those, they're entitled to return of the photographs and prints? That's not correct.
769 or 4A and all of those are a little bit different. Those are delayed.
Those are even better. There was never a conviction entered on those.
That is
There
correct.
was never a conviction entered on a 7411, 769, 4A or HIDA unless and until there's a violation and the court accepts the plea. Look, I'm very confident I'm right. And I got people here, I've got a lot going this morning. I'm not signing this with number 7. If you want to send me a little memo and send it a copy to Mr. Hayes, I'll be glad to look at that. But I'm not always right when I think I'm right, but overwhelmingly. So I don't think you're entitled to a return of that. I mean, I see criminal histories every day. And otherwise, those would be even better. 769 would never be on there. None of those. They'll show dismissed. It will show disposition is dismissed. But now where it comes off the lien. So I'm taking that off. I'm signing the order. I'm dismissing the case. Again, if you think that's wrong, I invite you to file a little motion. It doesn't have to be lengthy, and I'll be happy to set it for hearing. But I'm very certain that I'm right. Again, I'll never say 100% about anything, but I'm sure I'm right. Okay, thank you both. Have a good day. Good luck to you, ma'am. Case dismissed. You're all set. People against Jai Quali, Orion Nolan, 25B148261. Next, I'm going to take Haley Krieger. All right, your name? You're charged with driving on a suspended from May 31 of 25. You have the right to a lawyer. You want a lawyer?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, we'll give you a lawyer. You'll meet with the lawyer. You'll come back in front of me here, okay?
Just have a seat in the hallway.
Go out in the hallway. Where's Ms. Garrett's file? Who's your lawyer, Ms. Garrett? Do you have a lawyer?
No, you said I needed one, but I don't have one yet.
Well, let's get her one. Get her one on that. Garrett. Do we have Nicholas Robert Martin here? Do we have Nicholas Robert Martin here? Guys, did you call on this? It's signing on record.
Yep, that's Gibraltar, or Rockwood.
Rockwood.
Yep, I'm bringing him in now.
25R712497. All right. People against Nicholas Robert Martin, 25R712497. Lieutenant, your name?
Detective Lieutenant Steve Mercury, Rockwood Police.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you've given these proceedings be the whole truth, so help you God.
Your Honor. Your Honor, on October 20th of 2024 at approximately 10:25 p.m., Sergeant Nicholas Mitchell with the Rockwood Police Department was dispatched to Henry Ford Hospital on 3050 West Road in Brownstown Township, state of Michigan, for a female, later identified as Jessica Pierce, was seeking treatment at the hospital for an assault. Upon Sergeant Mitchell's arrival, Ms. Pierce has already left the hospital, so he went to her residence at 33151 4th Street, Lot 59 in the city of Rockwood. Sergeant Mitchell spoke to Jessica Pierce, who stated that her former boyfriend, live-in boyfriend, Nicholas Martin, came to her residence earlier today, and he uninvited. She stated that her door was unlocked and Nicholas let himself into the house without having any permission to enter the home. Around 7 or 7:30, they got an argument. As the argument escalated, Nicholas grabbed a bottle of bleach and threw it at her, hitting her in the face, causing bleach to get into her eyes. At that point, Nicholas fled the scene, and Jessica was transported to Henry Ford Brownstown Hospital for treatment. At the hospital, she was seen in the emergency department where they flushed her eyes to get the bleach out of it, and she was advised to seek a follow-up appointment with an eye doctor. I submitted a warrant to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, and you have a charging document in front of you.
And how he gained access with a key?
No, the door was unlocked.
Okay. Based on your sworn testimony, I find the crimes of illegal entry and aggravated domestic were committed. There's probable cause to believe those crimes were committed by the defendant. You must have sent this over yesterday. It's dated the 26th.
Yes, Your
I'm
Honor.
changing that date. I'm initialing that date, change on the complaint, signing the complaint, and signing the warrant. You're all set. Thank you very much.
Okay, Your Honor.
People against, okay. Who's here for Rana Group? Are you a lawyer?
No. I'm here.
I told you guys needed an attorney. Call in the prosecutor. People again, I need her. Joseph Bill Austin Jr., 25B149-106A and B. Here. Come on up,
What's the
sir.
podium? All right, thank you.
Your name, sir?
Joseph Austin Jr.
Good morning. You're charged with driving on a suspended incident date August 3. You have the right to a lawyer. Would you like one?
Yes.
Okay, we'll set you up with an attorney. Either way, you're coming back in front of me, okay? Thank you. Rana Group LLC, 25B82635, 25B82612, 25B82613. Where did she go now? I told them they needed a lawyer.
Can you go there, Heather?
She must have just walked out there.
Come on up to the podium. You were here last time, right?
Yes.
Why didn't you get a lawyer? Your name?
You asked me.
Your name?
Rana
Ra- I told you you needed a lawyer.
You told me to contact the.
No, I know, I told you you needed a lawyer. Look,
Can you provide me a lawyer?
no, I'm not trying to make things worse. I told you you needed an attorney. Why didn't you listen to me? I'm not trying to cost people money. I have rules. So on misdemeanors, it's absolutely necessary. If we're proceeding to a formal hearing as we were going to on this case, I can't let, what are you, the president?
Yeah.
Are you the president?
Yes.
I can't let the president represent the corporation.
Well,
Hang on. What? Tell me.
it's a sole proprietorship.
I can't hear you, man.
It's I mean, nobody else is in the corporation.
I know, but you got a corporation.
I mean, I don't know how to
It-
say it.
It's a corporation. Am I missing something?
Your Honor, if I may, Caitlin Fulgarn from the township. We do have resolutions short of formal hearing. The properties are registered now. and she has elected to plead responsible to one count in this.
I told her she needed a lawyer because we were setting it for a formal. If I get in the habit of doing this,
I understand, Your Honor. I was hoping because it was a civil infraction that it's resolution to yes.
I mean, okay, I mean, I'll do it on this case, but if you see my name on a file, ma'am, and
I am okay.
the corporation gets charged, you have to hire a lawyer,
I understand, I'm sorry.
okay? But, all right, to the charge of rental violation, rental registration violation, 25B82635, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
And you're authorized to enter that plea on behalf of the company, true?
True.
All right, I'm accepting that plea. I'm dismissing the other two, 612 and 615. That's 25B 82612 and 25B 82613. And I don't remember, yours doesn't call for a certain fine, does it?
I don't think so.
250 is your total, okay? Go down the hall, take care of that. I'm dismissing the other two.
Thank you.
Again, the corporation, you need a lawyer, okay? Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks. Heather Ann Drogosh, 25B826908. Okay, good morning. Is there a Sandra Kittle here? Is Sandra Kittle out there, Lisa?
No, not on Zoom.
All right, so a letter was sent to Sandra Kittle. You have the right, your name, ma'am? You pled no contest to animal violation, vicious act. I need the prosecutor again, I'm sorry. I notified the victim, or at least we notified the victim. I just need to make sure that the prosecutor didn't receive anything from the victim in the interim. Completed VIS. I'm sorry, your name again?
Caitlin Ford Carter.
I just want to make sure, you wrote on here no restitution, but then I read in the report that she hadn't received the vet bills yet.
I confirmed that there was no restitution.
Okay, good enough. Do you have anything that you want to say on this one?
No, Your Honor.
Ma'am, is there any, before we go on, you have the right to a lawyer, you're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
If you can't afford a lawyer, I'll appoint you one at public expense. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you like a lawyer?
No.
All right, do you have anything at all that you'd like to tell me?
No, I'm like confused on why I'm here because my dog didn't even break the skin of this little Shih Tzu. My dog is 60 pounds. She could have easily snapped that little dog's neck if she wanted to, but it was a defense nip to get that dog away from her. She did get out of the yard though, so she is guilty of that. And I did double enforce my fence.
You did what?
I double enforced my fence, so she can't even squeak out if she wanted to.
You have a Great Dane though,
No,
right?
she's not a Great Dane. She's a Border Collie.
Okay. It says in here a Great Dane. I'm not saying it is or not being truthful.
I can send her a picture.
You didn't have the dog with rabies shots as of the date of the incident?
She did have it. I just didn't have that piece of paper because my ex had taken her, but then she went back for her yearly.
It says the rabies shot was given on July 1, which was after the incident.
That was her second rabies shot.
Do you have proof that she had the June 28th one taken? Pardon?
No, I do not.
All right. Okay. I just want to read her victim's impact statement. I thought she would be here to tell you the truth. My husband came out of the house, got the black dog, the home. All right. She's not saying that the dog had to have stitches, but she is saying that the dog was bit, just for your information, okay? Do you want to say anything else, ma'am?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have a picture of the dog?
I do.
Can I see it?
Sure. Just this space looks like it's fine. It's gonna hold out.
I mean, that's kind of a big dog though, right? I mean, I'm not saying it's a killer.
Yeah, she's about right here, 55 pounds is what she weighed in, but she's more Italian.
Anything else you want to tell me? So you guys agreed on 12 months probation, and I'll certainly go along with that. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. To probation, I don't think there's going to be a lot of reporting required, to be honest with you. I'm not going to say non-reporting. They'll explain the order. The dog, the big thing is that the dog is to remain in a fenced-in area. And the dog is to remain in your fenced-in yard, your home, or on a leash, and equipped with a muzzle and accompanied by you or other suitable adult, okay? Somebody 18 or over, okay? Fines are $100, costs $175 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. Those last two are mandatory fees. I'll cut down the probation fees for you. I'm gonna make them, they're $240, I'll make them $140, okay? 3 1/4, $465. You stay out of trouble, keep the dog under control, come back in 12 months. I'll give you a review hearing date. If you're compliant, the case will be dismissed. If the prosecutor doesn't have an objection after 6 months, you can get a hold of her and she can move to dismiss, and I'll be glad to go along with it. What do you have, Lisa?
August 19th at 9 o'clock.
August the 19th at 9 o'clock will be your court date, okay, ma'am? Can you pay all of this today? How much do you have today?
Like $30.
Where do you work?
Clean Squad, or what even? Well, we just moved to Wyandotte, but Clean Squad.
How much can you pay per week? Can you pay 50 per week?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when can you start?
Friday.
Good enough. I'll tell you what, you start on the 2nd. That is Tuesday. Every Tuesday you pay $50. If you don't have the money at any time, no problem, call the court. You can either go on Zoom with me on or before the due date, or you can walk in here on or before the due date at 8:30, and I'll give you an extension. Just don't ignore me, okay? All right, have a great day. Good luck. And by the way, you'll meet with probation. They're going to quickly explain that to you, okay? Thank you. Do I have somebody here? DeCale Quatez Dumps, 25B706301. Who's his lawyer? Mr. Demps, your name?
Yeah, DK Debs.
Who's your lawyer?
Your Honor, it's Derwood Haynes.
Mr. Haynes? I thought it was you, but you were sitting back there quietly, probably studying. How you doing?
Studying the law. Good, Judge. How are you?
Good. Your appearance?
Derwood Haynes says the Brownstown matter.
Yes.
On behalf of Mr. Dubs.
All right. Detective, your name?
Good morning. morning, Your Honor. Crystal Toulouse, Detective, Brownstown Police Department.
All right, so I did the signing on record on this, I believe, yesterday, and defendant is charged with assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder or by strangulation and domestic violence. How is he going to proceed here?
He's standing here.
Sir, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. You have the right to be represented by a lawyer, not only today, but at all subsequent court proceedings. If you cannot afford one, you can apply for one at public expense. Also, if you choose to submit the question with law enforcement officials, you do have the right to be represented by a lawyer at that questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to a probable cause conference within 14 days. You have the right to a preliminary exam within 7 days thereafter. A probable cause conference will be September 9th at 8:15. September 16th at 10:30 will be your preliminary exam. That will be in front of me. Okay? So I'm going to listen to anything that's said regarding bond, and we will go from there. So he's going to fill out a petition for court appointed. Go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Regarding bond, Mr. Dents is 27 years old. I looked through the file. I didn't see any criminal history. I asked him about that. He indicates that is that's true. Is that consistent with the court's information?
It is.
And we checked.
At least his criminal history. He had, let me just double check one thing. No, that's it. He has no criminal history.
And we verified the address that's in the file, Your Honor, providing additional information, I think that email and phone number for him. He is employed, he's been driving trucks for 6 years. I'm not sure whether he's gonna qualify. I think he's filling out the request for court appointed attorney. He doesn't have a lot of debt, he also makes pretty decent money. But we do want to ensure that he has an attorney one way or the other when he comes back.
He drives out of state.
What's that?
He drives out of state?
I believe so.
Is that true? Sir, talk to me. Is that true?
No, I drive local.
I didn't hear you. You drive what?
Drive locally. I'm home every.
Okay, so you don't leave the state. Good enough. Go ahead.
So Your Honor, based on that, we would ask for a personal or low end bond because this is steady employment, his contact with the community, is not correct.
Remind me, Detective, these two are not going out anymore? They had a former dating relationship, or no, they went out on date night, right?
Yeah, they were together for 3 years, according to the victim, Your Honor. With respect to bond, although I won't speak to an amount, in terms of conditions, as you recall from yesterday, the allegations in this case are fairly severe. He smashed the victim's head off a metal trash can, resulting in a bruise as big as a baseball to her forehead and her hairline. He also choked her with both hands and put her in a chokehold, which resulted in redness, marks, and bruising and scrapes to her neck. Given the nature of the allegations and what occurred, we would ask for a couple conditions. We would ask for a GPS tether. We would ask that he have no contact with Kira Jones. And we would ask that he be required to surrender any firearms for safekeeping to the police department while this matter is pending.
And remind me, she lives on this Kings Point Boulevard address?
No, Your Honor, she's living in Southfield.
He lives at Kings Point Boulevard, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much money does he make?
That makes about 120,000.
I'm gonna. Yeah, if I send him downtown to get a GPS tether, he's gonna be stuck there for 5 days. That isn't fair. I mean, these are allegations. Does he have the money to go get his own? You have the money to go pay for a GPS tether? I can't quote you how much they are, sir. If I order you not to be released until fitted with a tether, you might be sitting in there until today. You might be sitting in there until Tuesday.
I can go get a tether. I'm not sure of the process of that. I'm not sure of the process. You just have to let me know the process.
Call in Beth. Give me a second, okay?
Okay.
I'm telling you, I want you to stay away from the victim.
Yes, I understand.
I hope you do, because if I find out you had any contact with her, we're going to have a big problem and you're going to be sitting in jail for a long time. So I'm going to tell you your bond conditions to begin with. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. No contact at all with Kiera Jones. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Kearia, Kiera Jones. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email, or communicate with her or have anybody else do any of those things for you or on your behalf. You're not to have any contact with prosecution witnesses. You're not to be within 2 miles of the victim, her residence, or her place of employment. You're not to go near there. So no contact with her, no contact with prosecution witnesses. You cannot possess firearms or dangerous weapons. You're not to be within 2 miles of the victim, her residence, or her place of employment. Do you understand that?
Yes.
He's been printed and photographed, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to set a 5,000, 10% bond. You're going to have to post $500 to secure your release. I'm going to check with Ms. Wiles here. Ms. Wiles, your name?
Elizabeth Qualification, Your Honor.
Look, this gentleman has the money to pay for his own GPS tether. If I send him downtown, he's going to be sitting there for Lord knows how long. What is the best way can you communicate with Brownstown or get on Zoom with them and tell them how to go about it? I'm ordering 5,000, 10%. I'm assuming you can post that, sir, correct?
Yes.
So then you have to get a tether by the end of the day. Is he still going out to house arrest?
Yes, GPS tether, just a regular, not a steel cuff, is $100 enrollment and $10 a day to have. So financially, what it will be. And yes, I can jump back in my office, jump on Zoom with Brownstown, and actually fax that referral over to Brownstown to provide to him after I instruct him.
You have to be on that GPS tether by the end of the day. You have to be on that GPS tether by the end of the day. Do you understand me?
Yes.
You're going to post your 500. You're going out to house arrest in Livonia. Warren, I'm sorry. You're getting fitted with the GPS tether. And then you'll be all set. But you have to, and you can't be within 2 miles of the victim or residence or place of employment. Do you understand that?
Yes, I have one question though. Like I drive locally, so if I'm at work, that doesn't count, right? If I'm driving past 8 miles.
You just tell them, I don't know where she lives exactly. You tell them if they're going to be able to track you and they're going to be able to tell her if you're within 2 miles. But if you notify them of that yes, you drive on I-75, which might be within 2 miles of her residence or place of employment, you're not going to end up getting a violation.
Okay.
As long as you stick with that routine. Do you understand me? They are going to be able to tell where you're going at all times. So they'll know if you're going toward a residence or place of employment, and they're going to know the other too, whether or not you're just going somewhere else and are incidentally or coincidentally, I should say, in the realm of the 2 miles while driving in the course of the employment. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I wish you well. Any other questions?
No.
Detective, anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you very much. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. So you'll get on with them. Thank you.
Yes, I will.
Paul Joshua Tyson, 250-720-272. Okay, your name again?
Detective Lieutenant Steve Mercury, Rockwood Police.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, 8:25 of 25 at approximately 10:30 in the evening, officers Frierson and Harshbarger with the Rockwood Police Department was dispatched to the Rebel Gas Station, 22855 Hanover Drive in the city of Rockwood in reference to a VIN verification. Upon the officers' arrival, they spoke with Todd Taylor. Taylor stated he spoke with the subject by the name of Timothy on Facebook Marketplace, who is currently selling a white 2009 GMC 350 heavy-duty pickup truck with a VIN number of 1 G George, T Tom, J John, K King, 83699 F Frank 136375. Mr. Taylor stated that he was purchasing the vehicle for $9,500. However, when he looked on Kelly Blue Book, the value of the pickup truck was over $19,000. He thought it was suspicious in nature and requested that the officers do a VIN verification due to the suspicious nature and the sale price of the vehicle. The officers ran the VIN through Lean SOS, and the vehicle currently came back as a stolen vehicle out of Old Bridge Township, New Jersey. Shortly thereafter, the vehicle pulled into the parking lot of the Rebel gas station, and the driver was identified as Paul Tyson. Officers confirmed the VIN number that was attached to the vehicle, as well as Mr. Tyson had the title to the vehicle as well. When Mr. Tyson stated that he was selling the vehicle for a family member, when officers asked what was the family member's name, he refused to answer at that point and requested an attorney. A lien check confirmed that the vehicle was stolen out of Old Bridge Township, New Jersey. And when I spoke with the detective in Old Bridge, she stated it was a sale went bad there, where it was used a fraudulent check to purchase the vehicle. That's why it was reported stolen. I also did a value of the vehicle check through Kelly Blue Book myself for the value of the truck by VIN number, and it showed that the value of a private sale is $19,855. I submitted a warrant to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, and you have a charging document in front of you.
You have these prior convictions here, February 8 of 11 for robbery armed and felony firearm, and also September 22 of 22, retail fraud first.
Yes, Your Honor.
Based on your sworn testimony, I find the crime of receiving and concealing motor vehicle was committed. There's probable cause to believe the crime was committed by the defendant, and that the defendant has the prior convictions giving rise to the habitual fourth offense notice. So I'm authorizing, I'll note you signed, I'm signing and dating the complaint and the warrant for the arrest of the defendant. All right, so Mr. Tyson, your name, sir?
Paul Tyson.
Okay.
Bureau name's got Paul Tyson, lead waiting for reading stand.
Sir, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you choose to say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. You have the right to be represented by a lawyer not only today, but at all subsequent court proceedings. Again, if you cannot afford one, I will appoint you one at public expense. Also, if you choose to submit to questioning with law enforcement officials, you do have the right to be represented by a lawyer at that questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to a probable cause conference within 14 days. You have the right to a preliminary examination within 7 days thereafter. At the probable cause conference, your lawyer will discuss this case with the prosecutor. That will take place September the 9th at 8:45. Preliminary exam, September the 16th at 10:30. Those will be in front of me. And I want you to understand, if you're convicted of a 5-year felony, which RNC motor vehicle is, since you have allegedly the 3 prior felony convictions, you could get life. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. So September 9th, 8:45, September 16th, 10:30. You can go ahead and address bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. With regard to those priors, Mr. Tyson tells me that he served 10 years on the 2011 matter, and then successfully completed parole. And and he's currently on probation to Oakland County on the 2022 matter. They said he was set to be released from probation September 22nd, so it's coming up shortly. He indicated he's had some health issues. He had a major surgery in December, has been unable to work since then. He is requesting court-appointed attorney going forward. And with regard to the bond, he indicates he really has very little money, and anything over 2,010%, he probably is going to be in custody until the next court date.
Lieutenant, what do you have to say? Does he have any holds, any other convictions?
Your Honor, he's got a few traffic warrants. Other than that, just what we already stated in court, but I'll leave it to the court's discretion.
You said he's got some traffic warrants?
I believe so, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
Yes, Your Honor, he's got 3.5 pages of them.
Yeah, you got 8 warrants, 9 warrants. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. No contact with Robert Ida or Todd Taylor. No contact with either one of those individuals. Also, no contact with prosecution witnesses. 20,000, 10%. You got to show up in court, sir. You can't have multiple warrants and expect a personal bond. 20,000, 10%. You're gonna have to post $2,000 to secure your release. September 9th, you'll be back in front of me. Any questions? Any questions?
Yeah. You said 20,000?
20,000, 10%. Yes, sir. You got to show up in court.
I show up. I always show up.
You got 8 warrants. No, you don't. You got 8 warrants. Come on. Don't argue with me.
Okay.
You got 8, I think 9 warrants, actually. Good luck to you. You got to show up. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. David Maurice Ford, 25W8367708. Jennifer, did Mr. Gallup send that over? That
Judge, I just got the email from his secretary and I'm waiting for the system to scan it. So
okay.
it's just going to take a second.
As soon as you get it, give Ms.
I'll be right down.
Or she can get a copy, I'll get a copy. Your name, sir?
David Maurice Ford.
All right, so you have failure to appear for weekly testing on August 12th. Failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs. Positive results for THC on August 13th. Lab confirmed the positive results on the THC. Failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, testing positive for THC on August 17th. And then failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, testing positive on August 23. And by the way, the lab confirmed the positive results of the THC on August 17th. So you have 4 charges here. If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty of those, you'd have more than 4 more technical violations and your probation could be revoked. And you could be incarcerated for the maximum provided by law, which in this case is 1 second, please. Which is 93 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty by preponderance of the evidence. You have the right to question their witnesses. You have the right to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in your own witnesses, to testify or remain silent. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a contested hearing of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, again, you have the right to an attorney. If you want a lawyer, I'll be happy to give you one today at public expense. If you want me to adjourn it so you can retain your own, Mr. Zelnick or whoever else, I'll be glad to do that. It's entirely up to you.
I would like Mr. Zelnick to represent me, please.
Okay. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to, Lisa, I'm gonna ask you for a date. Do you know when Mr. Zelnick's coming back?
No, sir.
Do you know where he went?
France.
Yeah, okay. I think if we go out a week, that should be good. What do you-
September 4th at 9 o'clock.
If he's not gonna be back by then, we'll just adjourn it again, Lisa. So if he's not back and they call, or Mr. Zolniker's office calls, I'll be glad to reschedule that. So I'm gonna give you a $500 personal bond. You must comply with all terms and conditions of probation. And you must appear in court as directed, and we're gonna set this again for September 4th at 9 o'clock. You'll get a notice down the hall. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, see you back here then. Thank you. Good luck.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, you too.
That's the order, and I just want to show this is what I typed up to attach to their notice, so that you can see.
Hang on, don't go anywhere.
This Mount's got a copy as well.
Ms. Mount, when you're done looking at this, you tell my court officer and then I'll recall the case, okay?
Okay.
Take your time.
I did read.
You read the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that
I
from?
think it got brought back down to me, Judge. I'll go get it.
Okay.
But you can go back.
Krieger, Haley Krieger, Haley Jean Krieger, 23B144245. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name?
Haley Krieger.
So you're charged with failure to refrain from consuming alcohol, testing positive on August 25th. You admittedly drank. This says you have prior technical violations. Your probation could be revoked and you could be incarcerated for the maximum provided by law, which is up to 93 days. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty by a preponderance of the evidence. You have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers to court, to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, you have the right to an attorney. I'll be happy to give you one at public expense. Would you like a lawyer?
No, thank you.
You waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
Call in Emily. To the charge that you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol, testing positive at a chemical test on August 25th, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you drink alcohol, say, within the 3 days preceding this?
No.
No, listen to my question. Did you consume alcohol within the 3 days before August the 25th?
Yes.
What did you drink?
I had a Bloody Mary.
Where?
I was at brunch with a friend.
At where?
Public House. It's a restaurant. I
Would
was
they,
at brunch with a friend.
anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
All right. All right, I'm gonna accept your plea. I'm gonna get Emily in here. Haley, what are you doing? Come on, talk. You're ready to graduate. Right?
Yeah. It's not a relapse or anything. I'm still on the right track. I just messed up.
Your name?
Like to feel.
Can I please see the letter you were referencing? Haley, why?
I know. It was careless on my part.
So this is the third or second time she's drank?
Would be the second, I believe her last one was 4th of July of 2024.
Where'd you go?
This
Yeah.
one, I was at a restaurant, it's called Public House,
Where's that at?
in the room.
I placed her on probation, I believe, on November 29th of 23.
So she, if we kept her to the end, she would have, what, 94 days?
What do you think?
You know, I do give her a lot of credit for being honest, you know. I don't know, she didn't send it to the lab, but if it was one, you know, she could have got away with it potentially. You know, she was honest the last time too, you know, I genuinely think she's trying. You know, she is probably someone that, it's not ideal, but that I would advocate to keep to the end. I would like to probably get her back into treatment. She has already completed, and, you know.
Relapse prevention, right?
You went to guidance center, right? Yeah, they do have the relapse prevention group. And she is phase 4, so she's once a week testing, so, you know, probably some, at least yellow for the time being.
Oh, boy. Haley, I've been so proud of you.
I know, I'm disappointed in myself as well.
What's, so you want her to test twice per week, right?
Correct.
So when am I gonna, graduate her though?
What, I don't even know what day that falls on. If I'm not-
29th is a Monday. The 25th is probably Thanksgiving.
Well, we're off Thursday, Friday, so maybe status review would probably be that Tuesday or Wednesday, I would imagine. So it would still be 90, we have 4 kind of days, she would still graduate with 90, even if it was that Tuesday, right?
Anything else you want to say before I sentence you?
It won't happen again, and I really apologize.
Pay costs in this case in the amount of $75. Serve 2 days on the court work program and pay $70 for those days. You're to attend a relapse prevention program. You're to test twice per week until the end of probation. You owe $145. I'm going to give you until, I don't know when you can pay it. I'm just going to say September the 12th for you to pay those costs. I'll let you guys worry about what day we're going to do it. I don't know what day we can do it.
I'll figure it out.
First is,
I haven't figured out your dates that far.
I got it. Haley. No more. Come on. Too close now, and we're not gonna be able to, you're not gonna have us looking over your shoulder. I know, but I'm talking about when you're done with the program. You're right here. You've done fantastic. I mean, you go back to that life and.
I don't want to, I've changed a lot.
I know you have. You're a great kid. I think the world of you. No more. Come on. All right? Good luck. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Joshua Schaefer. Joshua Edward Schaefer, 258-149-261 A and B. Folks, I'm sorry it's taken so long here this morning. I really am. Your name, sir?
Joshua Schaefer.
Drywall suspend, August 7/25 incident. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you want one?
No, sir.
It is alleged that on August 7/25 that you did operate a motor vehicle on Telegraph near Struan and Brownstown at 10:28 p.m. with a suspended license, a misdemeanor punishable by up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, costs, or all those 2 points. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to a lawyer. You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
I'm entering a not guilty plea. I'm giving you a $500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm entering a plea of denial on the no proof of insurance. My court officer is going to take this file to the Brownstown Township Attorney. They will meet with you soon. Any questions?
You'll meet today?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then either way, you're coming back in front of me, okay?
yes, sir.
This one goes to, I don't know. Lisa, am I having Krieger taken down to you or to probation?
Probation.
Good. Yeah, take that one to probation, Krieger. JTT Jefferson LLC, 25B 82610. Mr. Blanchard, where are you, please?
Mrs. Blanchard?
Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake. I just saw Blanchard on there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Judge Madonna Blanchard, on behalf of JT?
My apologies, sincere. Your name, sir?
Timothy Shamus.
All right, so they're moving to dismiss, right? Case dismissed. He did.
That's correct.
All right, have a great day. Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
Thank you.
TNT Contracting, 25B 1487776A and B. Your name, sir?
Thomas David.
It's TNT Contracting, that's a corporation. I gotta have you get a lawyer. Okay?
Yeah.
I can't, you have to have a lawyer on a misdemeanor. This is a misdemeanor. It's not my rule. We're gonna adjourn it one last time. You gotta get a lawyer though, okay?
Yeah, how long will be,
I'll give you a couple weeks. Lisa, give me a new date.
Weeks. Do you want 2 weeks, Judge?
Yeah, that's good, unless a week, whatever.
September 10th at 9 o'clock.
September 10th at 9 a.m., okay? And again, your name is David,
no, Thomas, the first name.
Thomas David?
Yeah.
What? Oh, Thomas David. Okay, I'm sorry. You're the principal?
Yes.
Okay, good enough. I wish you well. I'm gonna go ahead and you go down the hall, get that notice, but again, you have to hire a lawyer, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you look at that? Are you good with that?
Yes, except for you're gonna be able to train on the address.
I don't even have my copy now. Jeez. Jennifer,
You need me to print you another one, Judge?
I don't know what happened to her. Yeah, I need one.
Okay, I'll write down.
All right. Did I do something with that? All right, these are. Jesus. I see people wade through. All right. You have a lawyer yet, Ms. Garrett?
Yeah.
Who's your lawyer?
Lady over there.
I spoke to her, Judge.
Oh, right there she is.
I don't know where the file is.
I brought him in, Judge.
I need this file.
I don't know who you're looking for.
Garrett.
Who you give it to, Theo?
You're free.
Heather's got it.
Okay. I don't know what happened.
I don't know, do you have the notice up here as well or no?
Please have that done.
Concord versus Amanda Mount, 2501975 LT.
Good morning, Your Honor. Creighton Gallup, P63002 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your name, ma'am?
Amanda Mount.
All right. Did you look at the order?
Yes, I did. Under, page 2E, it just has the wrong address.
Oh.
Yeah.
Replace the molding in the dining room at the floor underneath the dining room window on a wall that borders 22872. Where do you live?
70.
Oh, just a clerical error, just a clerical one, Judge.
Yeah, so you're gonna change that.
Other than that, all is well.
Judge, if you want, do you want to just make a circle on the two? I can send it to you if you just want to.
No, you know what? I just want you to, I'm gonna change that.
I can send to the change, Judge. You can take my initials. It's just a Scrivener's error.
Ms. Mount, you agree to all these terms?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
You do, right, counsel?
Yes, Judge.
And I'm just gonna make a note, parties agree to order as presented. I did change that, okay?
Great. Thank you, Judge.
I haven't read through this, so I'm trusting that you looked at it real well and you know everything, right? This is all good with you?
Yes.
Good enough. Go down the hall, we'll give you a copy, we'll send it over. I'd encourage you two to keep talking if you can, okay?
Go to.
All the way down.
All the way down to the civil department.
Okay, thank you.
All right, do you have Garrett?
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you. I'm gonna need you to call in Emily. People against Amanda, Justine Garrett, 25T700567.
Deanne Patillo on behalf of Ms. Garrett. State your full name, please, for it.
Amanda Justine Garrett.
Ms. Patillo, I just want to make sure you know what's going on here.
Somewhat, Judge.
So I sentenced her initially.
Yeah.
And that was back in May sometime, May the 20. And then she came up with this probation violation and she went inpatient to her credit on her own in California. And at that point, I sensed that she needed some help and I said, why don't we convert this to a sobriety court case? She seemed amenable. That's where we are with this now. So I'm going to go ahead and put her in sobriety court. And I'm going to take into account, if you saw this one place here, let me just find it.
Are you talking about?
She paid all the fines except she still owes. She's still gonna have to pay the $400 in probation fees. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Let me just double check one thing. This is where it's gonna get kind of complicated. I just want to make sure. So initially, I placed her on probation on May the 20th for 12 months. So I need to add some more probation fees because we're going to make it 20 months, which will essentially make it 24 months. Okay?
$400?
It's a lot more than $400.
How do I choose it for another, I mean, I'm getting more probation. I know that, but like, so I have to pay to be in this program?
Oh, yeah. Now, listen, we're not a money-making outfit, but we have to. There's nothing I can do on
I mean,
that.
I paid, I think, what, 2,000 some, or 3,000
Let me double check.
on May something?
Hang on one second. I initially ordered 1205.
Maybe that's what it was.
It's a far cry from 3,000.
Okay, but I haven't, it's been a while, but so I need another 400 or 500.
I'm gonna give you time over to pay this.
Okay,
I'm not looking.
I'm a stay-at-home mom, so. Looking to get back in school.
All right. Did you review this report with your client? And are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
Yeah, we did review the report. There are no additions, deletions, or corrections. The updates that she gave me are already in here. She's gonna be transitioning from the new Oakland into the guidance center. And she has her orientation on September 5th, 2025.
I spent over $600 at New Oakland Family Center just to come to realize that it doesn't count toward my probation. So I've almost completed that program and dropped a whole lot of money that I didn't have to.
Wait till the probation officer comes in that's been working with you. What else?
Other than that, Judge, there's no additions, deletions, or corrections. She did indicate to me, we went through that list of recommendations from probation. And Ms. Garrett just stated that she's already doing a lot of that. She
is, but she's paying for her testing right now. We're gonna start to pay for it. She's gonna pay for,
But then I gotta pay $400, so, right? Okay. Do you wanna see my list of meetings?
no,
Okay.
that's why we have Ms. Tessino and other probation officers here.
Two years of me.
Your name?
Emily Justino.
Alright. So she's kind of questioning the fees, and that's understandable. It's a lot of money. Nobody's gonna debate that with you. I wanna sentence her, but I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. This one's a little unique because she was already in regular probation. Have I let you finish?
Yep. Unique is the right word for it.
At least you're bubbly. I need bubbly. Huh? I don't need people getting angry and yelling.
No, dude.
All right, we're gonna help you.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
You know, seriously, you know how good this made us feel? We had somebody graduate yesterday. She did a great job. She was a mess, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna mention her name, and then she graduates, and you can just see what a difference in 2 years she's become. And you're gonna see those stories all over, and I hope you're one of them.
Uh-huh.
20 months probation going forward from this point. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate a law. You have to comply with all agreements, guidelines, and requirements as indicated in the sobriety court handbook. You're to notify your probation officer of any change of address. You have to report as often as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substances. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. You're to submit the chemical testing on demand of probation. They're going to explain it. But from now on, you're going on our dime. We have grants to cover this. Submit the PBTs, ETGs, and chemical testing on demand of probation. I want you to complete 60 days on the sober link starting today on our dime again. Attend 12-step meetings 3 times a week and provide written proof of attendance. Obtain an AANA sponsor. Attend all substance abuse treatment in an approved facility. Attend the Victims Impact Panel. Attend and complete the Armed Specialty Court Weekend Program. Report to sobriety court status review hearings with me every 2 weeks. Obtain and maintain employment. You have to provide proof of that to probation. I've already ordered. You haven't done 3 days on the court work program, but you did pay for those, right?
Correct.
So I'm not going to charge you for those. I'll just make a note. Already paid CWP fees. You do have to pay not $480 in probation fees because you already paid $240. So I'm going to order you to pay $240 in probation fees. I'm going to order that you go, I'll stick with, well, it's $15 a month times 20, so it's $300 in sobriety court fees, so you're up to $540. You already paid your victim's rights fee. You already paid your justice assessment fee. You already paid your screening fee. So that should leave nothing left to pay other than $540. I want to double check that with you though. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. And you could be incarcerated in this case for a period of 93 days with credit for 1 day served. Now, I want to make sure, and you have 21 days to appeal and 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. I want to make sure she was given proper credit for everything. I think she was.
You mean in terms of the money?
Yeah. I think she only has to pay $540.
Yeah, because their original term was, let's see, was 12 months, I believe, so yeah, it'd be 12 more months of supervision.
So I'll let you pay those at the rate of $65 per month, and I'll start this beginning October 1. And you do that, and you'll have this paid in about 8 months. Can you do that? Yes?
Yeah.
I look forward to this, Ms. Garrett. I hope we can help you.
I hope so too. I look forward to the extra treatment.
Good. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. Did I cover everything?
I felt weird, I haven't had a probation one in a while, so I felt the same way you did.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Torrance, Antoine Leishon Torrance, 25B1486818 and B. What else do you have, Ms. Patillo? I'm going to take yours next.
Jonathan Johnson, Jaquel Nolan.
Okay, you remind me when I call those. Sir, your name?
Antoine Torrance.
How you doing, Mr. Torrance? You have a possession of a controlled substance, crack, and then you have defective equipment, a crack in your windshield. So you have those two charges. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you want one?
Say what? Possession of what?
Controlled substance, crack cocaine.
That wasn't what.
I'm not saying, listen, that's what the ticket wrote. Defendant was possession of crack cocaine and had a large crack in the windshield. I don't write these tickets. You might be right. Maybe you didn't have anything. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the charges are. Do you want a lawyer?
Yes.
We'll get you a lawyer. Give him a lawyer, please, and then we'll go from there. And this thing has to go down to Jennifer. Make sure you take that right to Jennifer, that's important. Franklin, Michael Anthony Franklin, 25B1498148 and B.
Yeah, we have Mr. Franklin, state your full name.
Michael Franklin, Your Honor.
How you doing there, Mr. Franklin?
Good, Your Honor.
He's going to plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. They're going to dismiss the suspend. He's going to plead to distracted driving. They're going to dismiss the using a mobile device while operating a vehicle. True?
Correct, Judge.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you plead to distracted, that's 0 points. It won't go on your record. If you plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, that is punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail. Costs are all those, but that's 0 points and the suspend would be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? For the charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Oh, guilty.
Were you in control of a 2005 Chrysler that was being operated on Telegraph northbound near Struan and Brownstown at 10:07 a.m. on the 22nd of July of 25?
Yes, sir.
And did you allow somebody to drive that was unlicensed, and was that you?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
And to the civil infraction charge of distracted driving, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'll accept that plea. I'll accept the plea to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I'll dismiss the suspend. I'll dismiss the using a handheld device. And accept the plea to distracted. So we're going to sentence on distracted, sentence on allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. The suspend's dismissed, using handheld mobile device while operating a vehicle is dismissed. You ready for sentence?
Yes, sir.
Anything?
Yes, Judge, so for the distracted driving, he already paid some money. He paid the ticket for the use of the mobile device. But I guess it was put in his bond money because that does abstract.
Lisa, is that correct?
Let me check.
He's got a receipt, Judge.
You're revoked. What are you driving on a revoked license for?
He's working to get it back, Judge. He completed that application, for his administrator here in the Secretary of State.
All right.
He made
Yeah, it
that-
looks like, sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead.
It looks like he paid it and then we just posted it as a bond since he had this pending hearing.
You have that to apply.
Yes, sir.
I don't like the driving on revoked, though. I want to be honest with you. I mean, you haven't had a ticket in 15 years, at least on here, but
Oh, no, sir. I'm getting rights now, as a matter of fact, until I can get my stuff, in order.
Anything else you want to tell me?
No, sir.
Just as it relates to fines and costs, Mr. Franklin only receives social security, Judge, so he may need a payment.
Fines and costs on the distracted are 200. And the allowing unlicensed driver to drive, 100 fines, 180 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 40 in attorney fees, 445 or 90 days. So you have 445 plus 200 for 645 is bonds for how much?
215.
215.
215.
Okay, how much can you pay today?
I'd like to pay it all, sir.
You can pay it all?
Yes,
All
sir.
right, that'll apply to the other. Sir, you have to take your hat off, please. You go down the hall and work that out with my judicial clerk, and you're all set. Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see somebody smiling besides me, huh? Jay Nolan. Jay Wall Orion Nolan, 25B148261. Mr. Nolan, your name?
Jake Will.
How old are you, Mr. Nolan?
22.
Okay. You staying out of trouble?
Yes, sir. Counsel.
Counsel, does he stay in mute, wait formal reading?
He does, Judge.
And then
I
he's-
have it to you on behalf of Mr. Nolan.
And then he's gonna plead to suspend, right?
Yes, Judge.
Is that what you wanna do?
Yes, sir.
If you do that, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, costs are all those 2 points. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand it, advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. There will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
To the charge driving on a suspended, how do you plead?
Yes, sir.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on Gibraltar, near Allen, and and Brownstown, May 31 of 25?
Yes.
Was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
Suspended.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
For what?
CCW.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
By pleading guilty here, I want you to understand this would be deemed a violation of that probation or parole. That probation or parole could be revoked, you could be in prison on that charge as a result of this plea and conviction. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Please accept it. I've never, you know how many warrants you got?
Trying to take care of it.
You're not trying to take care of
I
it.
just got out of jail on Friday.
I hope you have some money to pay, because I am not giving you a payment plan and letting you walk out when you have somewhere in the neighborhood. I don't even know if I can count this high. He's got to have 40 warrants on here.
Your Honor, so I guess there was a ticket he had before Judge Heston. I guess he got time served on that ticket. I don't know, Your Honor.
Good for her. That's nice of her. But time served.
I'm not sure of the facts of that situation, Your Honor.
Judge, he had multiple cases. He just saw her recently while he was in custody.
I get it.
Your Honor, I would say he's gonna be monitored, right? I mean, I know the court may not want to go if he can't pay anything today, but he's on felony probation, so he's definitely.
Well, I didn't say anything about placing him on probation. I can't look at a guy with 40 warrants and think that he's coming back here to pay.
He will.
Oh, I'm sure. He's thumbed his nose at all these other judges and somehow I'm so special.
I tried to.
He'll come back.
I tried to take care of all of them while I was incarcerated, but they denied all of my people.
Who did?
36 district.
That's where the majority of them tickets come from.
Do you want me to
They
really?
probably want him to come.
You want me to really go through these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody acts like it's okay to abscond on the 36th. You know that? Everybody acts like it's okay to abscond on the 36th district court. Like there's some, well, that's okay. It's just 36. I don't get it. Detroit, you live in Detroit. That's close to you in Detroit. Right?
Yes, sir.
Well, why didn't you go over there? Of course they're not going to be nice. Look at this. You got 13 warrants other than Detroit.
Judge, he spent 90 days in jail. I know it was for an unrelated matter, but I would ask if the court can take that into consideration. I believe he'll come back and pay, Your Honor.
Where do you work?
I just was recently incarcerated, so I'm trying to find a job.
Where were you working before you were incarcerated?
I wasn't working.
Why? Why?
I'm trying to figure
How old are
it out.
you? You're 22?
Yes, sir.
You made up your decision to retire at 22. I love it.
I was
Well, why weren't you working?
trying to find a new job.
When did you last work anywhere and where were you working and how much did you get paid?
Last time I had a job, I was working at MJR,
And how many years ago was that?
probably like 2, 3,
Longer than that, wasn't it?
about 3, 4 years ago.
What have you been doing? No wonder you're getting in so much trouble. How can you eat if you don't work? Somebody's got to let me in on these secrets. How do you get to eat if you don't work? How do you put a roof over your head if you don't work? How do you put gas in a car if you don't work? How do you pay for a car? How do you pay for clothes? How do you do anything?
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. And what kind of an entrepreneur are you? Tell me, what kind of an entrepreneur are you? Now listen, are we gonna just kid one another or you wanna just have a conversation here? It's time to grow up, entrepreneur. What are you talking about? What kind of an entrepreneur are you?
Man, I know how to work on cars and stuff like that too, so that's what I've been doing. If they don't believe me, that's just on you.
Are you licensed? What'd he say? What'd you just say?
I said, if you don't believe me, then that's just on you.
That's on me? Is that what you said?
Yeah, if you don't believe it. Not trying to be rude. Not really too much I can do.
Well, you didn't tell me anything about working on cars. You said the last time you worked was at MJR. Did I misunderstand you? And that was 3 or 4 years ago. And then I asked you how you eat, and you said you work on cars. How much did you make working on cars, say, in the 1 year before you went into prison?
Like 4 years,
Yeah,
I wanted to tell you how.
more than 5,000?
Yes,
Do you have your own garage?
I got my own set of tools.
Are you a licensed mechanic?
I went to Votek career training facility at high school.
Are you a licensed mechanic?
No, sir.
Your Honor, again, he did just spend 90 days in jail.
I get it. I'm just trying to make him understand. That's all. I'm not trying to be a tough guy here. I just don't understand. You got to rethink your direction in your life. You really do. Who's this with you?
My girl.
Pretty girl. You know what happens? I got to tell you a secret. Pretty girls don't want to hang out with guys that don't have money and don't work and get themselves in trouble all the time. So you might want to give that some food for thought. I'm gonna let you go. I don't see any reason to belabor this. I don't think you're gonna listen to one thing I said, and I think you're gonna go on and continue to act like you have. I hope I'm wrong. It's one of those situations I want to be wrong in. But you cannot go through life, and I don't understand this kind of thing. I see it every day. I just don't understand how you'll feel like 5,000% better about yourself if you're working and earning a paycheck. Do you know what I mean? You really will. I mean, I don't know what you do all day. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. But what do you do all day when you're not working? I don't understand it. I'm simply going to, that's all right. You got other fish to fry here. And you did right. I see you wrote a plea by mail. I tried to put you in front of the camera. So I want you to understand, this is the beauty of the system. Listen to me. Listen to me. Just listen a second. We tried to get you in front of the camera. Defendant not put in front of camera, I wrote down July 3rd.
That was the jail.
I know. It was the jail's fault. And I probably would have given you credit for time served then. And because you showed up today doesn't mean and because this county didn't put you in front of the camera isn't your fault. I'm not going to penalize you for that. I have plenty of reasons to be a tough guy and give you time to go to jail here and sit there for 60 or 70 days. Because you don't respect the system. You really don't. You're not going to. I'm not going to be a tough guy. I might talk a little tough because sometimes, some way, I want to get letters like I got and saying, Judge, you turned my life around like I got a couple of weeks ago from people that were in front of me 15 years ago. Maybe, just maybe, you're going to be one of those long after I'm gone from here. Write me a letter, sending it to the court saying, give this to McNally. He at least said some things to me that made me think twice, and I at least went out and made a living. I'm just telling you. This thing called life goes awful quick. You're hanging out on the streets. You're up to no good. You're not working. You're up to no good. You know what I know. Just that simple. But I'm not going to sit here and chastise you anymore. 100 fines, 200 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 4 1/4 or 30 days, credit 30, case closed. I hope you think about what I'm saying, though. You'll feel so much better about yourself if you're working. We have this thing called self-esteem, and all of us need to boost it for ourselves. Good luck to you. I really wish you well. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I just hope you'll think. You seem like a nice kid who just doesn't respect authority. I'd encourage you to work on that one, too. Good luck. Jonathan Patrick Johnson, 25B148931. A and B, and I also have 148932.
Dion Petit on behalf of Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, state your full name for the court.
Jonathan Johnson.
All right, I gave him permission to appear by Zoom, did I, Lisa?
Yes, he doesn't have transportation, he can't drive.
Okay, so you're gonna plead guilty, he's gonna plead guilty to operating while intoxicated. He's going to plead guilty to open intox. I also have 931C, which somehow got stuck. That's resist and obstruct. They're dismissing the resist and obstruct. They're dismissing a PBT refusal. He's going to plead to OWI and operating while intoxicated, correct?
Correct.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir. Yes, Judge.
Possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, costs are all those 2 points on the OWI. I'm sorry, 6 points, license suspension or revocation in accordance with your record. Your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I got to have you keep your voice up nice and loud.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead to open intox, possible penalties are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those in 2 points. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by court or jury. You have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you had a prior drunk driving out of Ohio, true?
Yes.
Are you on probation for that?
No, sir.
Are you on?
No, sir.
Sure, are you on probation or parole?
No, sir. Neither one.
Anybody force you to plead guilty to this charge?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
To the charge operating while intoxicated, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
To the charge open intoxicants, how do you plead? Open intoxicants, how do you plead, sir?
I was trying to plead to that.
I just need to know how you plead. If you don't want to do this deal, you don't have to.
I didn't know that bottle was in the car. I don't know how to. I just never knew it was there.
On the car.
I do, Your Honor.
At some point you knew it was in there, right?
No, sir. I had family I was dropping off. There was people in the back seat, and we were just going home.
What do you want me to do here? He's got to have knowledge.
I told him he can set it for trial.
You want to set it for trial? Is that what you want? I mean, look, I don't want you to plead guilty to something that you didn't do. If you didn't know the opening talks were in the car, I don't know how you couldn't have known that, then you shouldn't plead to it. But that's okay. If you didn't know, you didn't know.
I didn't, so I don't plead to it because I never knew it was back there until the officers. It was in the back seat. I'm driving after I dropped them off.
Hang on. I'll end the prosecutor. Let me go on the OWI case. Were you operating a motor vehicle on Telegraph near Emmels in Brownstown, June 27 to 25 at 11:50 p.m.?
Yes.
Did you drink alcohol prior to operating that vehicle? And if so, what did you drink and how much?
We were in that complex there where
I just want to know how much you drank and what kind of.
I think I had like 3 shots of Tito's.
Was your ability to operate the motor vehicle significantly and materially affected due to the consumption of the alcohol? And if so, in what way?
No, sir.
Well, you were pulled over, and do you know why you were pulled over?
Well, I was kind of coming out of the complex, so I was going left, but there was a car in front of me across in the parking lot. Not knowing what it was, I was allowing them to go, but they didn't go, so I kind of like gassed it a little bit to get out and beat traffic because I didn't know, I couldn't see if they were trying to come out or not, but the whole time they were officers. So when they felt the need to pull me over because I guess, you know, by me pressing the gas a little bit, they pulled me over. And so I put my blinker on and I slowed down. I wasn't even going over 30 and I was trying to find the shoulder.
My question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel a little bit intoxicated?
I wasn't
We can set it for trial. I've explained, I'm not even comfortable with a plea if he wants to set this for trial.
If you want to set it for trial, we can do that, sir.
Yes,
I don't want you to feel pressured to do anything here. It's the United States.
I have no transport. I have no way out there. Even if I did set one, so I'm just trying to see what I can work out.
Counsel, were the breathalyzer, or was it a blood test or breath result? Your name?
Blood test.
Alien public hearing request for time, but it was blood, it was a 0.133, Your Honor.
All right. You stipulate that that was an accurate reading?
Yes, I saw the report I have the police report, I have the test. And it's 0.13, it was a 0.133.
All right. I mean, I'm satisfied. That's UBAC. That's still operating while intoxicated. If you are, I'm not satisfied on the open intox. Hang on, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, would you just let me work on this for a second?
Yes,
you want to do something else and dismiss the open intox and maybe even plead the PBT refusal or something else or impeding traffic? I could care less.
I guess we can talk about it.
You want to talk about it right now?
I mean, I would be willing to give him resistant hinder, Your Honor, but it's my understanding that he doesn't believe he did that either, so.
Mr. Johnson, do you think you did anything wrong?
I was going home. I was just dropping my family off when we were coming from another, a little gathering. I was dropping them off. I did take a couple sips when we were in the trailer or whatever or whatnot, but I'm not aware of what was left in my back seats. I don't even know the amount. I don't even know anything. All I knew is I was just coming out and I was going home.
I'm going to hand these files back to your lawyer. I'm not taking any plea. She's going to go and talk to the prosecutor, and they're going to see if they can work something else out. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Do you have Schaefer?
Your Honor.
Do you have Joshua Schaefer?
Infiltrate, Your Honor.
Okay, Joshua Edward Schaefer. Just don't go anywhere, Mr. Johnson. We'll be right with you. Joshua Edward Schaefer, 25B149-261A and B. Your name, sir?
Joshua Schaefer.
All right, so you want an adjournment? We'll give you a brief adjournment, couple weeks. What do you have for me, Lisa? What?
I get paid bi-weekly.
So
I know I have some fines to pay to get my license.
all right, we'll give you 4 weeks. I can't go more than that, though. Give me 4 weeks, Lisa.
September 18th at 8:45.
Is that gonna help you?
Yes, sir.
That's a little more than 3 weeks. Is that gonna be enough time?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Or do you need me to go a couple more weeks? I can do that.
Honestly, it's quite a few thousand in fines as it is.
You're not gonna be able to pay them anyway, are you?
Not all of them right away, but I'm
Lisa, give me,
Yeah, we can do the 24th also, September 24th at 8:30.
We'll do September 24th at 8:30. We'll see how you're doing. How's that?
Absolutely, thank you so much.
All right, go down the hall. September 24th at 8:30, and they'll give you a notice, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, what else do we have here? What do I have? What do you have? What's his name?
His name is Barry Bailey, he was supposed to be here yesterday.
You wanted to define
Situation.
Do we have a daily file down there, Lisa? Did you check it down the hall?
Yes, sir. Bagley. B-E-G-L-E-Y.
Begley. So we'll pull your file. Ma'am in the back, I'm sorry, what do you have?
Joseph Austin, he sent us out, but he have to try to put everybody before us.
Huh. We'll check into what's going on out there.
Bagley's a walk-in, so may on that file.
Did they bring Demps back in yet?
Yeah, I just
She
had.
just did, yeah.
Okay.
Apologize, I literally.
What do I need Demps in here for?
He has weapons, so they wanted to talk to you about that.
DeKalb, Quatez, where's Mr. Haynes? I need Mr. Haynes in here on this.
Okay.
Mr. Haynes was the lawyer representing him. DeKalb, Quatez, Demps, 25B706-301.
Yes.
Give me 1 second, I'm gonna get your lawyer in here.
Zoom, Judge.
Mr. Haynes, your name?
Sherwood Haynes, we have Mr. Demps.
I don't know what's going on. So I was told there's something about a weapon. What's going on this?
Your Honor, it was my understanding that you said that there was not, that he was not to possess any firearms or dangerous weapons, but there was no designation by the court on what you wanted Mr. Demps to do with the firearms that he already possesses.
Surrender them to the police. You're to surrender your weapons to the police. Do you understand that, sir? To the Brownstown Police Department. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Have you posted your bond?
No, not yet. No, we're still waiting on the paperwork.
Surrender to police by the end of the day. So you got some moving around to do. You got to go out to Warren. You got to go to Brownstown. Get somebody to bring them if they're legally. Where are they? At your house?
Yeah, they're at home. Yes.
And you live in what city? Detroit? I thought
I
I
live
saw
in
Brownstown. Okay, well, they're nice and close. You can go over there and get those after you post your bond, bring them over to the police department, and then go to Warren. How's that?
That's fine.
All right. Anything else, Detective?
No, Your Honor, my apologies for this. Thank you.
That's okay. Have a good day. Thank you.
You too, thank you.